So I recently had a client ask me about how to do custom icons on your desktop for Windows 11. I'm going to show you a real quick and easy way to do that. And one of the websites you want to go to is actually Icon Archive. But like most websites, you want to be really careful. So when you go ahead and select a icon, for instance, like Facebook, and we want to get this icon, you're going to get with advertisements, depending on the browser you're running and what kind of ad blocking you've got. So you got to be careful about those advertisements. You need to close them out, and you need to make sure that you get to a screen that looks like this, that lets you download the icon. Problem is this particular icon is not in what's called ICO format. You need ICO format for Windows icons. So you go to all download options, and then there is the Windows ICO file. Once you download that, you can click that and you're going to get, oh, add this extension to Chrome. Just hit this close button. Don't download that extension. You don't need it. Then you're going to go ahead and get the Facebook icon. And this is for any icon that you want from this site. There are tons of icons on this site. As you can see, tons of different Facebook icons as well as icons in general. And you can do a search to find the icon that you're looking for, or find a icon that will work for the program that you're trying to put an icon out on your desktop for. So this is important to know about. Let's go ahead and then go to the desktop. Now we've downloaded this icon. This is in our downloads folder. When you download stuff in your browser, it should go directly to your normal downloads folder. If I go to my Mr. On Demand directory here, which will be in your C drive under users, under your username for your account. And if you haven't added this to your desktop, you could do that real easily. And I'll show you how to do that right now. You can go to personalize. And what you want to do right here is go to themes. And then you're going to go down here to desktop icon settings. And then you can check mark the computer icon, the user's file icon, which will give you that folder that lets you get to your pictures, your My Documents, all of your files that you would want to get to, your network. If you have a network that you want to access, like I do, accessing my NAS or accessing other computers on my network, or if you want your recycle bin and control panel on your desktop, you can check mark those right here, and you can get those back on your desktop because they don't come on the desktop by default. So that's an important thing. So you get those icons out there on your desktop. You're going to go ahead and get to your downloads folder. We've got the downloads folder right here, and here is the icon, the ICO files that I just downloaded. You can take those ICO files and then you can change an icon. You can right click on anything and change the icon for that file, for that thing on your desktop for a shortcut. So for instance, here's a shortcut to the NVIDIA app. If I go to properties, you can go right here to change icon, and then you can go ahead and browse to the directory, the download folder for the icon that you want to use for this particular file. And then it'll change the icon. That's simple. So let's go ahead and create a shortcut for Facebook, because this is a really common question I get too. People want to add shortcuts to their desktop, right? So if we go to Facebook, it's going to come up and go to my ComputerWorks Facebook on here. And so I can go to the Facebook. So here is Ken Keith. This is my ComputerWorks Facebook. And what I can do here is I can actually create a shortcut, or create a bookmark rather, for Facebook. And then under, if I go to my bookmarks and I find the bookmarks and go to where I bookmarked uh, that. Let's see. When I hit the star, uh, let's change this to other bookmarks. Done. So now let's go ahead and go to the bookmarks on this bookmarks and lists. And we're going to go to other bookmarks, and there is Facebook. So what I want to do is right click on that, copy that, and see if it'll let me paste it. So what you got here is the paste is grayed out. And that happens for security reasons. So what you have to do is you actually have to go into your bookmarks and list, and you actually have to go to open bookmark manager. And once you open the bookmark manager, you're going to find your bookmarks uh, in there. And we're going to go ahead and be able to add a bookmark, take a bookmark out. Like here's Facebook right here. Let's see if we can drag this. Let's So now I drug that out to the desktop, and you're going to get an icon. So copy and paste doesn't work. You have to actually drag it out from the bookmarks area, and you can go into the bookmark manager to do that as well. So you can drag the icon out to your desktop, and it's going to have the icon for the web browser. So all your icons will be for your default web browser. Now what I can do is I can go to properties like I was showing a minute ago, and I can change the icon. And what I want to do is I want to change this icon to the icon for Facebook. So now we've got the Facebook icon. Hit OK, apply that. And now we've got the Facebook icon. And if I double click on this, this will open up directly to Facebook, and it's asking me to log in because I don't have my login set up in Firefox for that. I use multiple web browsers because multiple web browsers they do different things. So different web browsers are going to allow you to get to certain sites better than other sites in certain situations. So Google Chrome's really great for certain things. Facebook is one of those things that I use Google Chrome for. But however, there is better ad blocking and a little bit better features in some ways in Firefox. And also then you of course have Microsoft's Edge browser, which is another one. Edge and Chrome both run on the Chromium base, so they're very similar in their base code. And Firefox has its own code. So it's good. I recommend you have a couple of web browsers and don't depend on just one web browser for all of your web browsing needs, because you never know when you're going to try to go to a website and you're just going to have a problem either trying to get to a certain place or get to a website for some weird reason. And then you have the ability to actually get to that website with a different browser. So you can try another browser and it might fix a problem that you're having trying to get somewhere. So that's important. But at the end of the day, this video was all about making a icon, getting an icon for you. I showed you the website that you need to go to get it. Talked about the fact that you don't want to click on downloading any extra stuff from the ads that come from the website. And number three, how to take that ICO file, download the right file type, because there's multiple file types for the icons on that site. Download the ICO file for Windows. Then on your desktop, you can go ahead and take that icon, insert it into a shortcut that you created, and then you can go ahead and get multiple icons for your whatever you might want on your desktop. And you can make your desktop look customized and have custom icons and make it look really nice. And once you do that, you're good as far as making things look nice. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you have had trouble or you just want to learn something new to make your icons look a little nicer, hopefully this is helpful to you. If it is, leave a thumbs up. Let me know down below if I missed something or you want to add something to what I talked about in this video to help people know something correct. If I said something incorrect, also correct me down below. I don't feel bad about it. We're all human and we all make mistakes. So just, whatever helps the community and helps all of us out when it comes to our computing needs, that's, hey, that's the important thing. So hopefully you guys are all having a great day. And at the end of the day, we will go ahead and enjoy computing and making our computers look and feel the way we would like to have them look and feel. Main thing you need to know about Windows is Windows has a lot of options for you to modify and customize it. Right out of the box, you don't have to use it the way Microsoft has determined that you should use it. That's just letting you know that. There's lots of debloating tools, lots of abilities to give you the old task bar back. There's lots of abilities for you to create beautiful backgrounds and do all kinds of really cool things, including with icons and so on and so forth. So if there's something else you would like to see from me, if there's a tutorial, something you're interested in learning, also, leave me a comment down below for that as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great day. This is Mr. On Demand, and I'm out of here. Catch you later.